Convicted of a number of times of exposing himself, is being tried for the first time as a felon under Alabama's new indecent exposure law. Fox News reporter Renee Dials was in the courtroom for the first day of trial.
Dana Stegall arrived at the Baldwin County Courthouse this morning, like he has dozens of times in the past, to stand trial for indecent exposure. But this case is different because if convicted, Stegall will be headed to prison instead of the county jail.
I've seen that there needed to be some changes, and I talked to the representatives and senators in our area, and thankfully they pushed to get the law changed.
A woman whom we've described as Christy pushed for the change in Alabama's law after she says she was victimized by Stegall more than 2 years ago. He was convicted and sentenced to 6 months in jail on the misdemeanor charge.
It didn't matter how many times a person had done something like that. The sentence was still 6 months in the county jail. And like I've been told, this particular individual had done this over 30-something times. And something needed to be done.
The law Christy fought for would make the charge of indecent exposure a felony for anyone convicted 3 or more times. Stegall is charged with exposing himself to 2 women, and if he's convicted this time, he could be handed a sentence from 1 to 10 years in prison. Stegall's lawyer told jurors during her opening statement that Stegall was not the first person of interest in the case. Callie Armstrong said Stegall wasn't even considered as a suspect until one of the victims repeatedly asked police about the Robertsdale flasher after she talked with another friend. Armstrong also said a man on a bicycle seen on the store's surveillance video could not be identified. Armstrong also said Stegall may or may not testify during the trial. In Bay Minette, I'm Renee Dials, Fox 10 News.
The judge said he expects the trial to wrap up tomorrow.